No more heroes, it's hero begin. You can't tell nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Is the camera gonna load? There we go. Thank you guys so much for waiting through that starting soon screen. Today we're just gonna be discussing some more gaming news as well as playing more Ghost of Yotei. Crazy things have happened. Apparently the Helldivers 2 team is working on a new game, Arrowhead. They're apparently, what's the word for it, looking for Helldivers 2 to kind of fund their games that they want to do on the side and go make in the future, and not have them be funded by Sony. So I assume they want more creative freedom and ability to kind of put out the games that they want to put out, while also not having to depend on them and having every game be a big giant success, which is very nice breath of fresh air. It's really nice to have a studio kind of have that foresight and mentality going forward. It's a good sign. That all being said, I hope you guys are all doing well. It's Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week. Nice moment here to kind of catch your breath, relax, and what's the word for it, kind of reflect on what's going on currently instead of having to go kind of keep going fast, so on and so forth, move on to the next thing, wait until you have work the next day after you come back home. Just having a moment to kind of sit down and clear your head before you kind of like catch your breath and move forward. I think those moments in life are important, to kind of just sit back and take a break. Helps avoid burnout, helps avoid sloppy decision making if you're constantly rushing into the next big thing. Because sometimes in the pursuit of happiness and making our lives better, we kind of move forward so much that we don't sit back and stop and think about the consequences of our actions sometimes, because we kind of convince ourselves that if it's in our best interest, then it has nothing but good things that could come from it, and that's not always the case, unfortunately. That all being said, I don't want to lecture you guys, don't want to get too preachy, but that's just going to be the theme going forward for today's stream. So we're going to get into this gaming news, read a few articles, and then play Ghost of Yotei, continuing on lethal mode, which the game has been very fun. The game has been very enjoyable. Very hard, but very fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. Like I said before, we're going to get into this gaming news, so let's get into our first article of the day. We talked about Sony earlier, and speaking of Sony, Shuhei Yoshida says Sony can't keep increasing graphics power, not powder, noting that even he can't tell the difference between some of the graphical capabilities anymore, which this is just a refreshing take, because so many people, with the PS6 on the horizon, and the new Xbox also on the horizon, which the current president, Sarah Bond, has said that's going to be more like a fusion between PC and Xbox rather than just outright Xbox itself. If you've been a PC gamer for quite a long time, or if you're someone who's been in the gaming space for quite a long time, you kind of have, what's the word for it, a good idea that Xbox was going to be going this way regardless. A lot of people said it didn't like PCs because PCs were too expensive. They increased the prices of consoles. A lot of people say consoles were just supposed to be plug and play experiences. Now consoles have to update the same way. People said, oh, I want to own more discs because PCs don't have discs. Now barely 5 gigabytes of a person's game is on a disc when they buy it on console. It's just getting kind of crazy, man. It's getting kind of crazy. The line is getting blurred more and more, so people who kind of just want that plug and play experience, it's sad to see that it's kind of going away slowly but surely over time, which is just unfortunate, because a lot of these consoles nowadays are becoming more and more PC console hybrids, which is kind of interesting, because now we're seeing a core part of the fan base kind of get alienated, kind of getting told to either get with the times or get left behind. But anyways, I digress. Let me actually read the article, see what we got going on here. But ex-Sony indie boss Shuhei Yoshida has revealed during an appearance on the Friends Per Second podcast that he's having trouble telling the difference between various graphical capabilities nowadays, as technology is inevitably starting to plateau for home consoles. Now, while admitting that he feels PlayStation hardware simply won't be able to keep bumping up the visual quality as Sony has been doing on past generations, you're going to have to expand on that, Morty, for me to understand what you fully mean by that. But if you're talking about how consoles always been like that, no. But Yoshida-san did say that the PlayStation 5's SSD made almost every game a better game. Graphics have almost hit the level that even I cannot tell the difference between some of the graphical capabilities like ray traced or not ray traced, unless it's side by side or higher frame rate. He added that clearly they just cannot do the same thing they have been doing, which is increasing the graphics power and providing high-end experiences. I think he goes on to say that I think PS5 is an amazing system in terms of quality experience. I think the adoption of SSD was almost like a miracle, and I think the PlayStation 5 and SSD has made almost every game a better game. Yoshida has been busy on the interview circuit since he departed Sony earlier this year, among which included touching on the as yet unannounced PlayStation 6, where he said it feels right for the console to launch in 2028. Meanwhile, a separate interview saw him reveal that he was passed over the role of PlayStation CEO, claiming Sony didn't trust me to make the best business decisions. So he didn't have to upgrade that console, stay with the times before this recent generation. I don't mean in a sense where people have to upgrade to keep with the times. I mean in the sense where they're pricing out and making changes that alienates a lot of their core fan base who just want a plug and play experience. Now they're getting a PC-like experience instead of a console-like experience. They're currently experiencing where Microsoft is trying to combine the best of both worlds, but they're getting a lot of the Windows bloat on their consoles. Like if we take the ROG Xbox Ally X, for example, which Microsoft marketed as an Xbox handheld, that is not an Xbox handheld. It is a Windows device that they marketed as an Xbox handheld, because you still have to deal with Windows 11, the bloatware, the crashes, the updates before you can even play it. It's not a plug and play experience.
Deep says you sure are cooking with this stream title today. There's nothing I desire more than to lift you up with love, only to take you the fuck down with this undying passion I feel for you. I'm talking turn you everything but loose. I'm talking rearrange the furniture type taking down. I'm talking making that room look like a tornado hit it. But it's more of a hornado, if you know what I mean. Was that the tip I just heard make a thump on the bottom of that desk?
Oh Lord, it's how innocent and how loving it started out, Jay. So you sure are cooking. The moment where he's like, there's nothing I desire more than to lift you up with love, only to take you to down. I was like, whoa. Like, oh man. Man, it's really buttering the toast today, huh? What's up, Tony, Trey, and Boom? Oh Lord, it undying passion, undying passion. Oh Lord, what is it? Is this what people are saying when the Discord bros are uniting? Is this the branding? Is this how we go forward? If it just uses Nintendo software, they're trying to push the Ally X. I think it'll still be a plug and play experience. That's the main thing, Morty, is that they market it as a plug and play experience and as an Xbox, but it's not. That's the main thing. That's what I mean when I say they're alienating a part of their fan base with that, because you're marketing it as an Xbox console, but that's not what you're getting. And that's the gist, not the gist. That's the guys that people are trying to buy this system as. That's what marketing is. That's what Microsoft is marketing it as. It's not that. That's why, even though that all these new handhelds keep coming out and they're stronger than the Steam Deck, a lot of people still put Bazite on them to get that plug and play experience, because Microsoft just sucks at having a plug and play experience if you're using the Windows hardware. It's not built for it. You said, what's the two thing? You talking about these Xbox controllers, TT? That's funny. But yeah, what are controllers? Oh no, man said we be mouse and keyboarded up over here. But that's the kind of perspective I'm offering with this, because when we have the moment where the graphics are constantly increasing, the technology is getting stronger, and people were told that since it was an Xbox, there's gonna be people, because people don't do their research, which is on them, but also I'd say it's 50-50 when it comes to marking a device as a console and it's not a console, because you can't play your Xbox games on it unless they're part of PC Game Pass and that PC library of Xbox games. So your entire console library, this whole thing that's been built as a portable console, as a portable Xbox, you cannot play your Xbox console games on it. That's my big issue with it, on top of it having the $1,000 price tag and other things as well. You would think they at least have the sense to try and maintain the next generation. I would think they're going to alter it for the console. You're giving them a lot of credit, and that I commend you for. That I commend you for. But honestly, I can't trust Microsoft because they've lied to us so many times already. Just in the last couple of years. That being said, speaking of another controversial company, Warner Brothers. Apparently the boss, David Zaslav, doesn't want to own Warner Brothers anymore, for better or for worse. So if you guys don't know, Warner Brothers is trying to sell themselves off the same way EA has done. I guess they no longer want to... I don't know if they're trying to go private, but they are trying to sell the company. But welcome in, TT. Welcome in, Morty. Welcome in, Dre, Boom, Jay. Anybody else who may be in the background, appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful halfway point through the week. You know, Wednesday, hump day. But Batman just got posted to the conglomerate version of Facebook Marketplace. That's crazy. But after stepping up in 2022 to manage a sprawling incarnation of Warner Bros. Merged with Discovery Inc., CEO David Zaslav became an instant internet punching bag. His cutthroat business tactics from canning completed projects like Batgirl. Keep in mind, this movie was done before Warner Bros. Completely decided to destroy it for a tax write-off. To threatening the entire operations of Cartoon Network, stood in opposition to the creators he employed and the passionate audiences he served. He doesn't seem to care too much. People got mad, but hey, HBO Max did change names twice, and that was funny. For being frank, nobody has made a handheld that uses a proprietary library except the PlayStation handheld. Steam did. That Steam OS that uses partially the big picture library is a proprietary version for the Steam Deck. That's the thing there. Like, it shares a lot of features with base Steam, but it's a different version of Steam that they use directly for that handheld, which is why it works so well. The big picture mode that we see with Steam now is not how it's always been. This was developed specifically for the Steam Deck. That's why it works so well. They've updated the current Steam interface on the desktops and everything else that we have to fit more in line with that version that they were developing for the Steam Deck. Which is why the Xbox Ally X has that issue currently. Then why are we talking about it? Let me stop. The Mega Starmie memes are out of control. What's up, Chinetta? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in. I would just assume you would have known more, like, when we're actually like talking about that. That's true. But like, yeah, that you can't say that if you don't know that is a fact. That's what I mean, Morty. Like, I've been doing the research. I've been talking about these things on stream for the last few weeks, which is why I can talk about this so confidently. That's why I say it like that. I was like, if we're not, you know, both well versed, you know. But what's up, Janetta? I hope you're doing well. Let me keep reading this article though. But after stepping up in 2022 to manage a sprawling incarnation of Warner Bros. Merged with Discovery Inc., CEO David Zaslav became an instant internet punching bag. Like we said before, his cutthroat business tactics from canning completed projects like Batgirl to threatening the entire operations of Cartoon Network, which stood in opposition to the creators he employed and the passionate audiences he served. He didn't seem to care too much. People got mad, but hey, HBO Max did change names twice. That was funny. But now, 3 years, Zaslav is set to make his next seismic move that should sound like great news, but maybe isn't. On Tuesday morning, the CEO put the Warner Bros. Half of his business up for sale in hopes of sparking a bidding war. This comes after the master carver declared his vision to split Warner Bros. Discovery in two. With the future of HBO, DC, Warner Bros. Games, and more in question, call for the end of Zaslav's run looked more like a monkey's paws wish. But in an announcement Tuesday, the board of Warner Bros. Discovery kicked off a review of strategic alternatives. Industry speak for figuring out whether to keep the company together or sell parts of it. That includes the ongoing plan to split Warner Bros. And Discovery Global into two independent companies by mid-2026, which is a move, as Zaslav forecasted, is meant to make each side leaner and more profitable. It's possible that by the end of the process, one or both pieces of the company are sold off entirely. Oh, trust me, I definitely don't have the money. I just stay informed. I just read. That's what I'm trying to do when I'm doing now, so I can keep you guys informed and keep you guys in the know what's going on, what's happening. But under the new structure, the studios and streaming powerhouses Polygon readers care about, DC Studios, HBO, HBO Max, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, and Warner Bros. Games will live under the Warner Bros. Umbrella. Meanwhile, Discovery Global will hold the company's lifestyle and news assets, including CNN, Discovery Channel, and TNT Sports. But with Tuesday's announcement, the superheroes and late night cartoons are all up for grabs in light of unsolicited interest the company has received from multiple parties for both the entire company and Warner Bros. I do hope that the next company that were to buy Warner Brothers decides to do something with their IPs in the games, because this could be a good thing, but this also could be a bad thing if, let's say, somebody were to buy the company and then just either sell off the gaming IPs or just leave them dormant like how Warner Bros has been doing. Oh my goodness. Because keep in mind, this is the same company that decided to gatekeep the Nemesis system. You know, the same company that shut down Batgirl after it was done and cut off more than half the movies and projects they were working on for tax write-offs. This is that same company. The same company that was making a Wonder Woman game, which I don't think we've ever seen a Wonder Woman game. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. But to have that, and then what could have been a great Nemesis system added into that game, or, you know, the Suicide Squad, since they wanted to go the multiversal route, we could have had different versions of Batman coming back and pursuing you or Superman and everything, and then they just didn't do that. They just decided not to use any of it.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy. But shortly after acquiring Paramount earlier this year, tech and media investor David Ellison declared his desire to buy Warner Bros. Discovery. Ellison made Zaslav and the Warner Bros. Board a reported $20 a share offer, which was rejected, with insiders suggesting Zaslav was holding out for more. Tuesdays, I just posted this thing on Facebook Marketplace. Who Wanted approach has struck the investor world as Zaslav's counter. Whatever the case, whether it's Ellison's or another party, a takeover of Warner Bros. Would be one of the biggest media shakeups since Disney bought 20th Century Fox. For now, Zaslav's team insists there's no firm timeline for any sale and no guarantee that anything will happen beyond a separation already underway. But Zaslav seems done, which should be good news as online adversaries. Still, for fans of Adventure Time, Rick and Morty, HBO's prestige storytelling, and a few of us deeply invested in Green Lantern, it really just means more turmoil for the brand that already struggled to figure itself out. A new owner could straighten out Warner Bros., and there are visionaries working under his expansive tent. But mass consolidation comes at a risk for jobs and creativity. At the end of the day, this is about a company making money, not carrying a torch for a 100-year-old movie studio. And they go on to say that our decision to initiate this review underscores the board's commitment to considering all opportunities to determine the best value for our shareholders. This is said by Samuel A. D. Piazza, Jr., chair of the Warner Bros. Discovery Board of Directors. And he went on to say, we continue to believe that our planned separation to create two distinct leading media companies will create compelling value. That said, we determined taking these actions to broaden our scope is in the best interest of shareholders. So I don't know, make of what's going on with this whole situation what you will. Like we said, this could be a good thing for the Nemesis system and dormant IPs that they have, but also it would be very easy for them to get bought just to have all these things shelved again, because it's for money. It's for money. If the company wants to come and buy them, it's going to be for money. So if the company sees opportunities for money to be made, maybe, or they might just sell them off to the highest bidder. Seems like that's what they're trying to do right now, because Warner Bros. Was heavily in debt and was struggling because they had back-to-back failures. The only thing they really recently did in the modern era before they kind of had a few banger movies originally was the Harry Potter game. Hogwarts Legacy, that was like the biggest project they had. And even then, that was controversial for a lot of different people with the whole J.K. Rowling stance and everything going on with that. With Suicide Squad was a flop. Multiverses was a flop. What else did they release? The Wonder Woman game got canceled. The Batgirl movie, they just shelved. And a lot of other projects that were Coyote versus Acme. I think that project only recently got resurrected because so many people made a big stink about it. But that movie was finished and they decided to cancel that. It is just a lot going on. Just a lot going on. A lot happening in Warner Bros. But we talked about dormant IPs, which I think is a good time to bring this up. Apparently, if you guys have played or are very familiar with the Resident Evil franchise, this is one of the more overlooked games, underrated ones. Either you kind of like it or hate it category. Resident Evil 0. We might be getting a remake for that game in 2028. This is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But if so, it's very exciting because a lot of people, myself included, actually really like this game, really enjoyed it. But a new rumor based on multiple sources claims that the remake of Resident Evil 0 will be released in 2028, as we just read. Capcom has been putting out quite a few remakes of classic Resident Evil games, and it's looking increasingly probable that Resident Evil 0 is among the next ones. Originally released in 2002 for the GameCube, Resident Evil 0 was a prequel for the first entry in the series. Following Officer Rebecca Chambers and convict Billy Colon, Resident Evil Zero stood out by having dual protagonists who could normally be switched at any time. Resident Evil Zero eventually received a port to the Wii as well as an HD remaster. However, Capcom has still not officially revealed the long-rumored remake's existence. Despite Capcom's silence on Resident Evil Zero's remake, multiple sources have pointed out that the game will be released in 2028. Dust Golem said that a Code Veronica remake will be released in Q1 2027. Resident Evil Zero's remake coming in 2028, and a new mainline entries in the franchise being planned for 2029. MP First recently corroborated this information, stating that Resident Evil Zero's remake has been in development for a few years under the codename Chamber. It was also claimed that John McLaren, who played Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, would be part of the game, likely playing Billy Cone, and that Beyond Capture Studios is overseeing the project. Let's see here. These new rumors are consistent with previous Resident Evil leaks. Earlier this year, for example, the existence of Resident Evil Zero and Code Veronica's remake was already mentioned by Dust Golem, but the order of the games being launched has apparently switched places, with Resident Evil Zero being pushed to 2028 and Code Veronica being moved to 2027. Before they can get their hands on the upcoming remakes, however, gamers will have the chance to play the upcoming Resident Evil Requiem, which will be out on February 27th, 2026. Requiem will mark Resident Evil's comeback to Raccoon City, and it's being eagerly awaited by fans. As confirmed by Capcom, the next Resident Evil game will have Grace Ashcroft as its protagonist and an increased focus on horror when compared to some of the previous entries in the series. Multiple rumors have pointed out that Leon S. Kennedy may appear in Resident Evil Requiem 2, but this is all just speculation at this point, and fans should take it with a grain of salt. So that's interesting. Let's see here what we got going on as well. Now, this is going to be good news for Linux users, but again, another rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, Helldivers 2 is looking into removing the controversial feature. And as we go on to read the article, Arrowhead Game Studios CEO Shams Rajani addresses fans' complaints about Helldivers 2's anti-cheat game guard, hinting that it could be removed entirely. Helldivers 2 remains in a tricky spot as of late, with Arrowhead attempting to fix and address complaints surrounding the game's technical performance, which, if you don't know, has apparently been getting worse and worse each patch. But following the launch Into the Unjust, Helldivers 2 has seen a concerning number of technical issues, with players also noting poor optimization and rising file sizes and other performance issues. Oops, let me go in here. The outcry became so loud that Helldivers 2 game director Michael Erickson released a state of game video to lay out the studio's plans for addressing the issues. To help give the developers a bit more time, and the studio is slowing its release cadence, and it seems no solution is too big, as the Game Guard kernel level anti-cheat system is even being looked at itself. Now, he was responding to a fan on the official Helldivers 2 Discord channel over potential alternatives to Game Guard. Arrowhead CEO Shams Rajani admitted that the studio is focused on getting the next Helldivers 2 patch out, and then we'll tackle this other Hydra head. Although Rajani recently pushed back on the potential performance issues caused by Game Guard, things have apparently changed internally. Though removing the tool may be trickier than expected, though, the idea of removing it in general has been positively received by the community. Oof. And it's the actual, post itself. But the news should please many players who have called for changes to Helldivers 2. Outside the current technical and performance issues currently impacting things, some players found that GameGuard blocked some of Helldivers 2's accessibility features. Following that revelation, former Arrowhead CEO and current CCO Johan Pillestedt confirmed that the studio was looking into the issue. Outright removing the feature, which seems to continue to be a source of community strife, seems to be the next logical step. Now, anti-cheat controversies are nothing new in the gaming industry, as fans have a long history of pushing back against anything that could interfere with their gaming experience. While many games have turned to their own proprietary anti-cheat programs like Ricochet or Vanguard, there are countless examples of anti-tamper programs like the Nulo being removed from titles after they launch, due to players' concerns about performance and how invasive it can be. So it is interesting. If this does end up getting removed, I don't know if Helldivers 2 currently has issues being played on Linux, but I know due to some integrations of certain anti-cheats, due to the software and hardware, certain people on Linux or certain Linux-based software cannot just play it due to how the anti-cheat works. It does not interact properly. That's why you don't see Fortnite, Battlefield, games like those, or League of Legends, Valorant on the Steam Deck. Because of the anti-cheats the games use, they make them not able to be played on an actual Linux-based system. But there's workarounds, and hopefully Helldivers 2 ends up going into one of them so more people can play it. If you use bad side, it runs fine. Interesting. So a very specific version of the actual software then. But again, you gotta install Bazlight. So work around. That's good to know. Going forward, apparently Sega has asked Sonic Racing Crossroads fans what crossover DLC characters they want. If you don't know, this has been a kart racer that's been, what's the word for it? Received overwhelmingly positively. Because everybody has been fiending for a kart racer. If you don't have a Switch, or if you're not really a fan of Mario Kart, you've kind of been SOL for the past couple years. Unless you're someone who's been playing like the occasional kart racer, maybe like Mod Nation Racers or Kart Rider, now Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and maybe a few others, but none of them has been nearly as big as Mario Kart. This has been the biggest since then, and it's reignited competition between the two brands. So much so that now it seems to be the actual developers behind the game are asking Crossroads players what crossover DLC characters they want, symbolizing that they want to continue working on the game and offering things for players, which is a good thing. But with the growing popularity, Sega is asking fans to help shape the game's future by sharing which characters they'd like to see in the upcoming DLCs. Sonic Racing Crossroads already has a full year of premium downloadable content plan with free guest racers scheduled to be added regularly as well. So not only do you have paid DLC, but you also have free guest riders as well, which is dope. Now, recently, they released a Minecraft pack featuring iconic characters from the franchise along with themed vehicles and gadgets. The game is also set to get its second major free update, adding Joker from the Persona series on the roster October 22nd, which is today. However, it seems Sega has even bigger plans for the future, as the company has given fans a chance to suggest how the game should expand. In a conversation with Polygon's Paolo Kamanishi, series producer Takashi Iizuka discussed the future of Sonic Racing Crossroads DLCs, and they go on to say that we have 1 year of DLC. He said, adding that we could do a year 2 and we could do year 3 of DLC. Now, Iizuka then urged fans to share what they want to see next, noting that since Crossroads is an online game, the team has plenty of room to expand its content. Several Reddit threads are already filled with discussions about character wishlists, and Iizuka's comments will likely reignite those conversations and encourage even more fan input. Hence this actual screenshot here. Hypothetical Sonic Crossroads DLC Wave 2 wishlist: Banjo-Kazooie, Castlevania, Street Fighter, TF2, Universal Monsters, and Shrek. Could you imagine Shrek gets put in here? That'd be funny. And these are just like all the release windows. So you can see here we got the Sonic Prime character pack that's already out, the Minecraft pack which is out, SpongeBob SquarePants pack coming in between October to December, the Pac-Man pack somewhere between January to March. Same thing with the Mega Man pack, TMNT Mutant Mayhem pack, as well as the Avatar Legends pack. But Ezekiel's comment about involving fans in Crossroads' DLC plans have already sparked criticism about the game's current state. While the overall reception of Sonic Racing Crossroads is positive, many players who paid the extra fee for the season pass are dissatisfied. They argue that the lack of voice acting or sound effects for some crossover characters is unacceptable, especially since the season pass effectively raises the game's total cost up to $100. These players want Sega to focus on improving the value of future DLCs rather than just adding new characters. Now, it's also worth noting that the game season pass currently holds mixed reviews on Steam, reflecting player frustration with its direction. As of now, at least 15 premium characters are planning to join Sonic Racing Crossroads roster. The game also appears set to continue adding free characters to regular updates, with Joker from Persona and Kasuga Ichiban from Like a Dragon expected to arrive soon. These free characters usually come with theme festivals, giving players a chance to earn extra rewards and cosmetics alongside unlocking the new racer. All right. Unfortunately, speaking about a game that didn't do so well, again, I feel so bad for the lead voice actor. We're talking about Mind's Eye, of course. I feel so bad because his two biggest voice roles were the leads of Mind's Eye, in terms of video games at least, and the lead of Lincoln Clay being in Mafia 3, and both games have not done well, which Mafia 3's story was actually really good. It's just the gameplay was a little repetitive because it was treated as another open world GTA-like game, but it could have benefited from being a little more linear. Now, the Mind's Eye fallout has continued as ACT staff alleged crunch, mismanagement, and a total lack of direction. And Leslie Benzies never decided what game he wanted to actually make, which honestly, that's a big red flag. But it goes on to say that it does mess with you. You really do start to see the morale go down, the little arguments starting to happen. And it's just unfortunate because you never want to see people lose their jobs or a game fail or a big project like this. And I do think it had potential because it did catch the eyes of a lot of different people. But this game has way more issues that go past the bugs, unfortunately. But expectations were high from the first game from Build a Rocket Boy, the studio founded by former Grand Theft Auto producer Leslie Benzies for after his departure from Rockstar North in 2016. Now, he was one of the key leadership figures that had overseen GTA's rise from a pioneering open world romp into a global cultural phenomenon, and Barb's first big project was supposed to be Everywhere, a multiplayer RPG in a futuristic open world where ultimately players would be able to author their own experiences. Everywhere was hugely ambitious and backed by the staggering sums that Benzies' reputation could attract. Barb had raised 233 million pounds by 2024, and by the end of that year boasted 448 staff, but it didn't have a game it could release, and with Everywhere's ambitious scope, a decision was made at some point to shift focus to Mind's Eye, which had begun as an in-game experience that was part of Everywhere. Oh, so the name of the game was Everywhere. That's unfortunate. So it sounds like he was trying to make a futuristic multiplayer cyberpunk game. But Mind's Eye released in June this year and has been a disaster. Within weeks of the game's launch, there was news of mass layoffs, the true scale of which is only now becoming clear. Earlier this month, a scathing open letter was signed by 93 former Barb employees, Build a Rocket Boy for short, Barb for short, alleging the systemic mistreatment, mismanagement, and mishandling of the redundancy process by bosses Benzies and Mark Gerhard. Now, Leslie Benzies never decided what game he wanted to make, which is said by Jamie, who is an employee who left Build a Rocket Boy in 2022. There was no coherent direction, and this plagued the project from the start. Former lead data analyst Ben Newbon says Barb staff faced a constant knee-jerk decisions from upstairs. All most of the feedback being presented to management was ignored and just never actioned. Benzies was also perhaps unsurprisingly something of a micromanager, and his notes and instructions were known as Leslie tickets, or as Jamie recalls, Leslie bugs, or even just Leslie's. That's crazy. They gave this man his own name for how much they were bugging people. The notifications that he was giving people to micromanage them, that's insane. That's a bad sign. You never want to hear something like that. That's unfortunate. But the expectation was that Leslie's, no matter how minor or major, went straight to the top of the list. It didn't matter what else you were doing, what else was being worked on. The Leslie ticket had to be taken care of. Now, the BBC report goes on to detail a crunch period in the run-up to Mind's Eye launch, which saw most staff working extra hours, unpaid, with the promised time in lieu after the game's release. And that's, It's unbelievable. But this just meant mistakes started piling up. And it's said by a former audio programmer, Isaac Hudd. And regressions where one team's work would undo that of another were common, and it does mess with you. You really do start to see the morale go down. The little arguments starting to happen. People are burning the candle at both ends and starting to think, what's the point? HUD tried to stay optimistic, but shortly after launch, the reality was really brutally clear. You were just seeing disastrous review after disastrous review and thinking this isn't going to go well. Now, I would definitely say when you first saw this game during the actual gameplay demo, you did see the point where during the gunfights, the man was getting shot and his health wasn't going down, which was a clear indication that they had to have God mode on, which one of the developers had to come out and say, like, during that entire show, it's what they had to do because they could not make it through the presentation without throwing something like that on. Because the game was borderline unplayable during that state, during that demo, during that presentation. But an all-staff meeting at Barb in July called after the game's initial reception was clear. Saw Benzie say the negativity was uncalled for before circling around to blame internal saboteurs. A transcript of his remarks reads, "I find it disgusting that anyone can sit amongst us, behave like this, and continue to work here." The reaction amongst staff who felt they knew exactly why Mind's Eye reception support was amazement. Hold on. These have the same energy, right? This is how he was moving, trying to figure out who ruined the game. This is him. This is literally him. Like, you are the problem. This is how he was moving when he said that. Oh yeah. But earlier this month, between 250 and 300 Build a Rocket Boy staff were made redundant, most of whom were based in the Edinburgh studio. The Independent Workers of Great Britain, or IWGB for short, Union's Game Workers Branch, which organized the open letter on behalf of the Barb staff, has announced that it will take legal action against the company, and its chair is taking no prisoners. So Barb devs have been routinely belittled, cheated, and manipulated by the company they dedicated years of their lives to. Through the union, these workers have been able to force executives at Barb to respect their rights, let the serve as a notice to other executives like Mark and Leslie. The games industry is not the Wild West anymore. You don't get to pretend that employment laws don't apply to your company, because if you do, then the union will be there to stop you. For its part, Build a Rocket Boy claims in a statement that it handled the redundancy process with care and transparency before adding, it was committed to learning and growing from the feedback. Now, Leslie and the entire senior management team take full responsibility for Mind's Eye's initial launch, and the version of the game that was released did not reflect the experience our community deserves, and insists it'll keep working on Mind's Eye and eventually deliver the game we always envisioned. This is definitely his PR team that wrote this. Definitely the PR team that wrote this. Going from an internal team of saboteurs to we take full responsibility. Yeah, no, this is done in reaction to the union letter. Clearly. But that remains to be seen. Mind's Eye reception was so overwhelmingly negative that the game star worries about ever getting work again, while publisher IO Interactive has basically said it'll take a break from publishing after a while after this. Thanks. This is what people thought. So for every No Man's Sky, for every Cyberpunk, for every Rainbow Six Siege or For Honor, there's like 5 or 8 Mind's Eyes. Granted, For Honor and Siege aren't in the best state now, but those games were supposed to fail way earlier. Not saying that they're failing now, but they've definitely had their fall from grace. They have a core dedicated community that still plays them on a regular, but they're not as big as they once were. Granted, Siege almost didn't make it to this point at all because the initial reception of that game was bad. Same thing for what I want to say, For Honor. Because initially Ubisoft did that whole thing they used to do with their trailers. Like if you've seen some of their old Far Cry, the Division trailers, and other game trailers where Ubisoft was constantly and consistently downgrading their games after the trailers were released. They did it with Watch Dogs as well. So much so that people had to add mods to kind of restore those features and restore those previews into the actual games they were supposed to be. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. Like I said, you never want to hear about a big projects failing and people losing their jobs. But hopefully they're able to find work. Hopefully they land on their feet because it seems like they're coming back. All the developers and people who used to work for Build a Rocket Boy, they're not taking this line down, which you love to see. Speaking of layoffs and bad projects, unfortunately, selling off IPs, Starbreeze has handed off the Payday 2 IP to another developer as it goes all in on trying to salvage the beleaguered Payday 3. They know the Payday 2 engine inside and out, and they've already gotten started. Apparently, that's what they have to say about the developers they handed this off to. Things are not going well for Payday 3, but conversely, Payday 2 has never looked in ruder health. Payday 3 launched in 2023 and has struggled to find anything like the audience of its predecessor. Now, at the time of writing, SteamDB shows just over 500 players on 3, while around 27,000 are on its 12-year-old predecessor. It's an issue for Starbreeze, which has a long history of great, interesting games. For the past decade, it has basically been a Payday studio. Thing is, Payday 2 is so popular that it's had to continue to support the older game, which now has so much DLC that last month saw the launch of a subscription service, which is actually a pretty good deal through some grouse. Whatever. Starbreeze has announced that Payday 2's maintenance and future content is all being handled by Sidetrack Games, which has previously created several pieces of Payday 2 DLC. We're excited to announce that we're partnering with Sidetrack Games to support the PC versions of Payday 2 with quality of life improvements and general game fixes. Sidetrack, formerly known as the Mug Team, is a talented team with deep roots in the Payday modding community. Their work on Raid World War II shows that they have the skill and perseverance to deliver quality updates over a long time. They know the Payday 2 engine inside and out, and they've already gotten started. Players won't have to wait long to see the first fruits. Sidetrack's first update arrives on Thursday, October 23rd. Oh my goodness, I can't read today. And is focused on the stability of the game and improving the overall player experience. For its part, Sidetrack will now work on both Raid World War II and Payday 2 and calls this a big opportunity for us. This is almost certainly good news for Payday 2 fans, but all eyes will now be on Starbreeze and whether it can somehow turn Payday 3 around. The game's initial reception was extraordinarily poor, and even developers themselves admitted it was a bad experience at launch. But it's far from a bad game, and Starbreeze clearly thinks it's worth doubling down on. As well as the Sidetrack news, the studio recently canceled a Dungeons & Dragons game in order to more, completely focus on Payday 3's future. As our new CEO, Adolf, I don't want to attempt to pronounce this last name because I know I'm going to butcher it. And I don't want to butcher this person's name out of respect. But they went on to mention in recent interviews, we are increasing our focus on Payday as a whole and Payday 3 in particular. And Starbreeze's most recent statement on Payday 3 was October 3rd, where it was announced that it was more than doubling the team size for Payday and that we want to fix all of it. Not only fix the issues, we want to surpass your expectations and give you the game you didn't even know you wanted. A Payday that's great today and appraising that's great today and amazing 10 years from now. So we'll have to see. This game has had a lot of issues, a lot of different changes that no one asked for within the engine and gameplay wise. Feels a lot slower, a lot more sluggish. The Payday 2 has been a better game for quite some time now, but it's nice to see them trying to fix it. Here's hoping, and as time goes on, they're able to do something different and fix the game and make some adjustments that it needs. Because when I played Payday 3, I didn't have the best time. I know there's some people out there that still like it. I just unfortunately am not one of them. But hopefully they're able to fix it. This is something that also happened recently too as well. Apparently, former Battlefield 6 campaign boss has called out EA for leaving him and his other developers out of the credits after closing his studio in 2024. Marcus Leto founded Ridgeline Games in 2021 to develop the narrative campaign for the next Battlefield, but the studio was shuttered before the game even came out. Former Bungie long-timer Mark Leto, the art director of the original Halo games, among others, launched a new studio, Electronic Arts, in 2021 called Ridgeline Games, with the express purpose of developing a narrative campaign for the next Battlefield game. The recently released Battlefield 6, as it turned out, but it didn't work out. A few years later, he left EA, and shortly after that, EA laid off the entire team and closed the studio. Now, he went on to say at the time he was incredibly upset and very sad about the layoffs and closure, adding that he didn't have anything positive to say about EA in the wake of his departure. And now with Battlefield 6 out in the wild, EA has let him down even further. He went on to say that I'm disappointed to see many of my former teammates from Ridgeline Games were not properly credited in the recent release of Battlefield 6. And these talented developers worked tirelessly for 1 to 2.5 years building the foundation of the game before I left voluntarily and the studio was subsequently shuttered. Despite their significant contributions, most of who were laid off were relegated to a special thanks section at the very end of the credits, and several were omitted entirely, including myself. Ironically, Leto previously appeared to hold no grudge about his obviously unhappy split with EA. In a separate message posted a week ago when Battlefield 6 launched, he wrote, "Huge congratulations to all my colleagues involved around the globe in shipping this immense title. I know how much hard work went into it and wish you all the best." Well, yeah, I mean, it's one thing when you know your name is going to be in the credits and all your colleagues are going to be mentioned. It's another thing to find out that all work that you put into this title is just gone. So I get the anger. But properly crediting people for their work is a big deal in an industry as volatile as game development, given how likely it is the developers will bounce between multiple studios over the course of their careers. It's important to have a demonstrable record of past work. It's also something that the games industry seems to struggle with, which can also be attributed at least partly to the instability of the business. Some games have hundreds of people working on them over periods of several years, and it can be tough to stay on top of everyone. Even a famously developer first Larian whiffed on credits for Baldur's Gate 3 a couple years ago. And yeah, they had to go back and rethink people and add some things as well. But Larian, I'm more inclined to believe is a mistake. Here, I'm more inclined to believe that EA did this on purpose, of course. But who knows? It could be an accident, right? With EA having dropped the ball, Leto put together his own roll of Ridgeline developer credits, listing their names and roles as I would have preferred them to appear in the credits. Game development is a team effort, and every contributor deserves fair acknowledgement. It won't appear in the game unless EA opts to patch it in, but it's an important acknowledgement nonetheless. And then these are like the credits that they put in as well, which is nice. He said, EA? I agree. I reached out to EA for the comment on Battlefield 6 credits. Will update if I receive a reply. I honestly doubt it. I don't think this will be enough for EA to care unless some people were to stop playing Battlefield or some wild and protests because they have that $20 billion in debt they have to get off their heads. Speaking of content, the Arc Raiders developers, if you guys don't know, this is an extraction shooter. Which an extraction shooter is a PvPvE game where you go into an instance area, get loot, fight other players, fight other enemies, get the best loot you can, guns, items, complete quests, fight bosses maybe, and then get out without dying, because if you die, you lose everything. And now we have Arc Raiders. This game is coming from the same developers who made the finals, Embark Studios, who were made of a bunch of old DICE developers, amongst developers from other studios as well, who used to work on Battlefield and other games, all coming together underneath one umbrella. Anyways, if you thought the hype for Arc Raiders couldn't get any bigger, then you should know how much Embark Studios values its new extraction shooter. What's the drip for this? How long will the plans release? Yeah, let's see. Let's get into that. Should know how much Embark Studios values its new extraction shooter. A 10-year plan is already drawn up for Arc Raiders, so if you buy the game, expect a lot of content to be fired your way. And also, the game is only $30. It's been a while since an extraction shooter had this much hype and attention. Arc Raiders is taking the spotlight from Escape from Tarkov, which is coming to Steam later this year, I believe. And the game's build up is featured the Server Slam beta and is crescendoing into a big time release. We're not sure about you, but if you had any doubts about the future of Arc Raiders, the company has issued a very long-term vision. They go on to say that Embark Studios thinks Arc Raiders is a 10-year-long game, so the design lead, Virgil Watkins, and his team were asked what the future holds for Arc Raiders in a sit-down interview. We're not sure where the original source comes from, but the video credit goes to Arc Raiders News for now. Watkins had this to say about post-launch content. Went on to say that I think internally for a very long time we referred to this, Arc Raiders, that being this, as a 10-year-old game. That is the ambition we are aiming for, and that dictates the type and quality of content that we want to actually put into it. Quantity, not quality. Now, the design lead doesn't elaborate on the exact nature of any content or time frame, as it can spiral into promises that can go unfulfilled if things change. Smart. But while we know that Arc Raiders isn't free to play and has a price, it should be somewhat comforting to know that the money you part with was supposed to be paid 3,650 times over. It's very bold to proclaim a game will have a 10-year life cycle of plans. Yeah, because one of the last games we heard that with was what, Anthem? But in content in this day and age, of Arc Raiders sees a huge drop off of players within a couple of years, and it doesn't financially make sense to develop content from a non-existent audience, then those 10-year plans are suddenly under threat. What is it, for anybody who's seen Sinners with Delroy Lindo, that scene where he's talking to Stack, and I want to say, I can't remember his actual name in the actual movie, but Miles, the actor is playing the character, his name is Miles, and they're both talking, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you $20, come play at our juke joint tonight. And then, every night after that, you can make more money than you ever had playing at all these other joints and everything else like that. He said you might have $20 tonight, but as for like what's happening in the future in the next couple days from now, hey, I'm not going to sacrifice my what's the word for it? Opportunity, my stability for something that might not even be around tomorrow. And that's the tricky thing with these games as well, because they say they want to be around for 10 years, but when things could go very, very wrong and their studio could close as soon as tomorrow, you just never know. And that's the scary thing about game development and people going into game development, which is why we've seen such a big resurgence in the indie scene, is these studios could close tomorrow and then everything that they've ever built or made could just get shut down in a day. I'm knocking on wood because we're hoping that doesn't happen. But it's very tricky when you make a promise like this, when you say you want to keep your game around for 10 years, and that's very hard to do. Even with games like in franchises like Call of Duty or Battlefield, they've seen a couple falls from grace and they've gotten on shaky rocks a few times. Granted, everybody says they're not going anywhere, but nothing is too big to fail. If they make like 4 or 5 different bad Call of Duty games or Battlefield games, people might still buy them, but if they kept it going, people will originally stop buying them. So it's very tricky to keep that type of goodwill over a decade. I mean, keeping it real, that's longer than most relationships last. But anyways, we got one last piece of news. Ubisoft subsidiary Massive Entertainment is already laying off staff, unfortunately. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So Massive Entertainment, the Ubisoft subsidiary studio responsible for games such as The Division and Star Wars Outlaws, has announced that it was already laying off a number of employees. In a post to social media, the studio called it a voluntary career transition program, which is a nice way of saying we letting your ass go. But as part of our ongoing evolution and long-term planning, we have recently realigned our teams and resources to strengthen our roadmap, ensuring our continued focus on the Division franchise and the technologies including Snowdrop and Ubisoft Connect that power our games. To support this transition responsibly, we introduced a voluntary career transition program, giving eligible team members the opportunity to take their next career step on their own terms. Supported by a comprehensive package that includes financial and career assistance, Massive Entertainment says that it remains fully committed to our roadmap and to creating great experiences for players around the world, including the Division 2, the Division 2 Survivors, the Division Resurgence, and the Division 3. These projects continue with strength, focus, and ambition, and we look forward to sharing more in the future. According to French newspaper Le Figaro, which was paywalled, the departure plan will run until December 15th. As far as who's targeted for the reduction, it will be inter-project employees. This team refers to employees on permanent contracts waiting to be reassigned to a new project after, for example, their previous video game has been released in stores. The decision to realign comes just after the launch of the Ubisoft Tencent subsidiary Vantage Studios. That studio, which will oversee the Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six Siege franchises, is the first of the company's planned creative houses as publishing. It's unclear what the next steps for the creative houses plan will be and what games will be grouped. So this is probably them downsizing, them probably trying to turn a profit easier. Because when companies change hands, when things get realigned, and when new management takes over, there's always a bunch of people that end up losing their jobs. Because the new people come in, they don't know you, they don't have any physical attachment to you, and unless they're making the money or tied to IP they want and they're working on, they're more inclined to let you go. Which is just unfortunate. We see this happen a lot. So if you see a big merger, this is why Warner Bros. Getting bought is such a big thing, and why Activision Blizzard getting bought was such a big thing. Why Bungie getting bought by Sony. Because anytime a studio can get shut down, why so many people cringe every time a studio was bought by EA back in the day. We've seen so many different companies get bought by a bigger company and then later shut down. And just on a day-to-day basis where a business may have some cool ideas and some cool things just to get bought by a bigger company who nobody likes just for them to shut down their competition. Anyways, I'm getting off track. I'm yapping. But there was no mention of the number of employees impacted by the decision because of course there wasn't. Insider Gaming has reached out to both Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment for clarification on this transition program and how many people will be let go. Should a response be received, it will be added to the story. Oh yeah. But that's gonna be all our gaming news for today. Now we're gonna get into playing more Ghost of Yotei. I hope you guys come away from that a little more informed, a little more knowledgeable about the situation and what's going on in the gaming industry. Because it's important to stay in the know about the things that you love and be informed about things you're passionate about. Knowledge truly is power. And if you stay in the know, you truly won't get blindsided about a lot of different things. Same thing with politics, but you know, I'm not gonna get into that. For those who may feel uncomfortable currently today, I'm not gonna go on a political rant today. But just know, if you're someone who doesn't want to deal in politics, you may want to get involved with politics before politics gets involved with you. Because at that point, you won't have a choice. That being said, though, we're going to play Ghost of Yotei. All right. Close this, close that. Let me see if we can turn on the source in a second here. All right. Can't stop playing this game, man. I have to make sure I don't play it off stream. Whoops. What were we doing? Oh yes, the Kitsune. That was pretty lazy of me.
I'm telling you.
Where's Hannah? I need to talk to her. How did you know?
You bring materials?
Thank you, I don't have enough black powder. Okay. I actually don't need anything. Oh, we could just fast travel today and I forgot about that. Let me get this bounty award.
Should show the Ninetales cipher to Oyuki. She might have a new lead.
You have a sword, we have troublemakers.
Kojiro, didn't think I'd find you this far north.
I go where the work is, even if there's talk of foxfire and missing bounties lost in the snow.
I'll watch my step.
I'm glad he's remained alive somehow, some way.
You crossed off One-Eye Moritaka.
Guess he didn't see me coming.
Ooh.
Here's your pay.
Hound Master Toyotoro, a sick bastard who was trained wild dogs to attack and eat travelers. Ooh, using dogs for evil, you have to die. Inamoto, the Kurisagi. Oh, so my goodness, I always mess up this word. The Kusarigama Master, wanted dead or alive by Lord Saito. Dangerous Lono dares to defy the Kitsune's rule. Let's learn from him. I have a feeling we can, right? Oh, they're drawing me better and better. 2 bands and some change, huh? Tell you, man, if the bounty gets high enough, I would turn myself in.
That fox I saw the other day was so cute.
Oh, can I spar with the samurai? What's up, Ronnie? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in. Just missed the gaming news section. Just trying to tell everybody about what's going on with all these different businesses.
Reports. A woman killed a...
Oh yeah, I can't complain. Well, I can. I'm just choosing not to. Where is this lady I need to speak with? Or, you know, let's go gambling first. I need to see if I can win some of that money back I lost. All right, let's choose a coin. Right. Oh, I forgot these triggers are so sensitive. That's all right. That's all right.
Ha.
All right. We're in here. I just gotta knock this off the table. That's gonna be hard. Ah.
Damn.
We're both so bad at this. Oh, this is so bad. Real Flipper's trying to be, but this is... Should have thought about this a little more. Okay. That's fine. We could do this. So close. It's hard to tell because the triggers are originally much longer. Oh, that's game.
If you want to play again, I'll make things more interesting. Got a charm that will catch your eye.
Thank you. I will play again, but I'm afraid he's gonna take my money, so we're just gonna go. Where is this lady at? Can I just travel straight to her? I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna bet my whole house.
Look here until these maps are done.
Those tools. Are you an artist?
Oh, no. These are map-making tools. Ezo is a mystery to the mainland. The Shogun would like to see that change.
Mapping out Azo for war, is he?
I am just a cartographer who spilled tea on the wrong log
Man,
and ended up being sent here. To the middle of nowhere.
The middle of nowhere has changed since I was here last. Maps would help.
These are for the Shogun.
it's like the people who were betting thousands of dollars on football games.
Look like you obviously have more use for them. Please, pick any map. I will make you copies for a very small fee. And we can be friends who don't kill each other. Yes?
You have yourself a deal.
It is yours.
Right.
Before you go,
Like, why can't a millionaire just want to do a social experiment and sees what happens when you give a normal person $1 million?
Sure. He has been helping me mark spiritual sites on my maps. A villager told him of one. He went to confirm its location.
Just to see what would happen.
He has
I don't ask for much, just a small loan.
Direction.
Well, we can call it a grant,
mark it on your map.
because I don't want to pay it back.
He is the only friend I have in these parts.
I'm sure it's fine. I'll check on him when I can.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Are you for hire?
Maybe.
Son has gone missing.
We were just talking about money and receiving money.
Found
Won't he do it?
When did you last see him?
a few days ago.
This guy looked kind of broke, though.
Hunting in the Hakotake Mountains. It's been challenging to put food on the table lately. Told him I don't need to eat that much, old as I am.
Probably got caught in a storm. I'll find him.
Thank you, kind traveler.
Hey, people are starving and can barely afford to put food on the table. Is Trump y'all president here too?
Rest a while and barter, traveler. I am sure you will find something of use.
All right, let me stop getting sidetracked. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted again. Oh, that's cool. I'll do that later. Oh, apparently later is now, I guess. Can I rotate the map? I just put that somewhere random. I'd imagine that's not where this actually is. This game does a good job of just rerouting you to so many different places and making it feel a little more natural than what we just experienced.
Should show the Ninetales cipher to Oyuki. She might have a new lead.
It's usually not that jarring, but I'm kind of just moving at a rapid pace, doing so many different things at once. It's kind of like the way I just do things in life in general. I don't think she would be in one of the rooms. She'll probably be around somewhere. I thought she would be in like the main point of the end. Oh, that's the commander's thing.
Lost too many friends to give up the fight against Psycho.
Oh, there she is. Okay, so this is where she normally hangs out.
A stingy wanderer who abandoned me in the woods.
The map led me to a cipher for the Ninetales symbols.
Then we were right. It's how they communicate.
When I first arrived in Teshio Ridge, I was ambushed by the Kitsune. Before I got away, I found a symbol on one of his men. I think it means hideout.
He was going to take you somewhere? For what purpose?
I don't know. But he might still be there, if we can find it.
The Matsumai have been tracking the Kitsune for months. Combine their knowledge with your cipher, and we may be able to find this hideout.
Last time I spoke to Commander Fujita, he said he'd execute me.
Only if he saw your face.
Don't tell me we have to dress up as like a geisha.
Come with me.
Where are we going?
As a performer, I've learned to keep my audience wanting.
I'd never get paid if I did that.
Behind this wall is a secret passage we can use to spy on Commander Fujita.
Oh, okay.
You're surprisingly useful.
I tried to tell you. The original owner of the Red Crane Inn was a prospector. He used the promise of a hot bath to eavesdrop on the competition, and then blackmail them.
He sounds like a pervert.
Jeez.
Prefer to think of him as shrewd. Careful. It's a tight squeeze.
You definitely know this man was spying on women.
I don't have enough troops.
And don't linger. If that woman finds the Kitsune before we do, no one is going home.
Sir.
Tell Chosuke he either coughs up new information, or he'll be shot to knuckle.
Chosuke. Sounds like the Matsumai have an informant. Maybe he can tell us about the Ninetales hideout.
But where are they meeting him? I need to get in there.
I'll distract the commander. Just be quick about it.
No, folk spirits and ugly, meddlesome women. This is the worst posting in Ezo. No, because of a simple misunderstanding.
This man wasn't so mean. They'd actually be having a nicer time out here.
Commander Fujita?
Now's my chance.
You humiliated me in front of my men.
Excellent. exiled for disobeying orders.
Someone stole your horse.
I had a feeling.
Motion down at the stable.
Looks like they've hit more dead ends than leads. Ah, there. Chosuke,
Wait, it's a bunch of samurai.
the Nakajima Sake house. Anything else of use in here?
I'd imagine a bunch of samurai are gonna have nothing but difficulty trying to find where a group of shinobi live.
Find anything?
Still looking. Soft and dainty hands bring pleasurable pressure. I'll sleep well tonight. Ugh.
I know
Ugh.
cheetah for a poet.
You call that poetry? It sounded like something Diddy would write.
Mistresses can one man have.
And where does he find the stamina?
Oh no, this man is a freak for real.
Here we are. A note from the informant. Chosuke even mentions the symbols in this letter. But the samurai can't read them. That's enough to go on. Fujita will be back soon.
This is the one time he would not be pleased to find 2 women in his room.
The samurai are meeting their informant at the Nakajima Sake house.
Are we leaving the door open?
The proprietor has been asking me to perform there for years. But he's the kind of man who easily gets the wrong ideas.
Stay here. That won't happen to me.
You'll only start another fight with the Matsumai. I have a plan, but it requires an open mind.
I don't like the sound of that.
You want to find the Kitsune's hideout, don't you?
Don't lie to me. The shamisen woman told me everything.
Oh, then yes, your horse was just now.
That man is trying his best to lie. That's funny. They said his horse was taken by a thief and that the horse threw him and broke his neck. Just now. And he believed that? Maybe he doesn't need to be a commander.
Passages. That wasn't the first time you spied on guests.
Innkeeper Ume showed them to me as a place to hide if the Nine-Tails attack. But if I know my audience, I can tailor my performance to their needs.
I knew it.
Do you not learn about your clients before taking a job?
My clients are a bounty poster and a price. But I don't hurt kids or animals.
How noble.
Every time I see a group of materials, I just gotta grab some.
Your horse is fond of you.
I feed him.
More than that, you move practically as one.
Something about him spoke to me. You could say we chose each other.
Animals can be easier company than people. They're less likely to stab you in the back.
And they don't judge. What's this plan of yours?
The Matsumai, and likely their informant, will be on the lookout for a woman with a sword. What they won't be expecting is a waitress.
No, absolutely not.
All you have to do is follow my lead and keep an ear out for Chosuke. It's like any other scouting job.
Except I'll be in a kimono, without my sword.
Do you want to find the
I knew it.
or not?
If this doesn't work...
Then we do it your way. Sword swinging and blood spraying. Here we are. Nakajima Sake House. Dismount and we'll get you changed.
I knew this is what was gonna happen.
It's too tight.
Any looser, and they'll want more than sake. There. You look so... We need people to order drinks, not...
Oh my god.
I can't change my face.
The other day, when you watched me perform, what were you thinking of?
How it must be nice to sit around and play music all day.
You looked peaceful. If you think about it again, it might fix our scowling problem.
Won't the owner recognize that I don't work here? What if he starts asking questions?
Deflect. You're good at that. Come on. Let's find this Chosuke. Try to be polite. And absolutely no violence.
Define violence.
A physical action that provokes anything other than a thank you.
What kind of shoe? Hey, she's actually wearing snow-appropriate shoes. That's cool. It's the details that matter in games like these, man.
There she is, the most beautiful musician in Ezo.
Heita, does your offer still stand?
Of course. But who is this?
I've worked here for 2 years.
Oh, you must have changed your hair.
She's kindly offered to help me warm up.
Our best patrons are upstairs. Practice on the rabble down here. They won't know any better.
Remember, we're looking for the Matsumai's informant, Chosuke. He's our best chance at finding the Nine-Tails hideout.
You sound nervous.
I have a reputation to uphold.
Oh, I thought I was already gone and I stepped away. And that the cutscene was just gonna go and be doing something wild. I want the fish by the door. There we go. Let me close this door, otherwise this is gonna bother. There's now 2 open doors. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna leave it.
Present the lovely Oyuki and Nakajima's very own waitress.
I'll play something simple. Try to follow the best you can. Eyes down, ears open.
Last week he lost everything but his shoes.
Where's Chosuke finding the money to gamble?
Chosuke's a gambler.
Heita keeps a room upstairs for Zeni Hajiki.
Josuke here yet? He promised me around the sake.
You're kidding. He's always Heita's first customer.
Chosuke's here now. He arrived this morning.
Then he's likely upstairs. Once you find Chosuke, slip this into his cup.
What is it?
Something his stomach won't soon forget. Thank you for listening.
I don't know what
He really was white.
like.
Offering a
They do not know the difference.
should do the trick. May this song bring you luck or comfort. in
Master
misfortune.
Chosuke,
Who's asking?
your friends from the south would like to cover your next round of sake.
Oh? Oh, then I'll take something refined. Elegant. Expensive.
Ooh, how am I supposed to know that? I guess if I was in tune with any form of Japanese culture, I'd know.
Prices. Which one would he want?
You probably won't notice the difference.
Strong. That's what I would order. Not exactly refined.
It's gotta feel interesting to see a waitress literally taking samples of the drinks.
It's of milk. Like a fog blanket. Too heavy.
That's a real life go to the scenario.
That's sake? It's smooth.
That's the one.
I almost feel bad tainting something so delicious. Please enjoy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Your play.
I have to. Oh no.
Does this not look suspicious to anybody else here if we just suddenly go after him like this?
Come, Atsu.
I guess they're too busy drinking.
He's not going to die, is he?
Not if he drinks plenty of water. But maybe don't tell him that.
Oh.
Breathe, Chosuke. Or the parasite that danced its way into a sake cup will only become more aggressive.
The parasite?
What do you want?
Talk to me about this symbol.
I saw it on a piece of fabric at a dye house near the river.
What else?
The owner has been acting strange. Her shop's been closed for weeks. She won't even sell to long-time customers. Am I going to die?
Go home. Brew a large pot of tea and drink every last drop.
And Chosuke, lay off the dice.
To the dye house, then.
As soon as I get out of this damn kimono.
Feel better?
Yes, I can move again. You handled yourself well back there with Chosuke.
I simply followed your lead.
It wasn't my idea to put a parasite in his sake.
An old trick I learned to keep my more enthusiastic admirers in line.
You could hire a bodyguard.
And share my profits? Not a chance. Go, Otizuki.
This dye master Chosuke mentioned, do you know her?
Not personally, but she makes the most beautiful designs. I've heard they even sell in Kyoto.
Makes you wonder why she's living all the way out here.
Sometimes we can't escape where we're from. We're here.
Oh, there it is. That's the symbol. Oh, I can keep walking.
There's the symbol. The Nine-Tails hideout should be close by.
The question is where?
Housekeeping?
No one's here.
Overturned trays of food.
Like they were grabbed in the middle of their meal.
You think the dye master was taken by the Nine-Tails?
Let's check the other building.
Oh, we were trying to figure out if this person is kidnapped or not. I'm just trying to figure out if they got anything valuable or not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would feel bad if somebody just randomly died like this, but there's money to be made.
A fox statue.
With 9 tails.
These guys love their puzzles. Okay. Let's see here. That stands for death. This stands for engage. I don't see one for forward here.
Find something.
There's a symbol on the lid.
Why does this point that way and this points? Hold on. But there's only 2 actual podiums. Do any of these change? No? Okay. I know if I place the right one, it'll lock in, so... Maybe you put this here?
That seems right.
Okay.
No traps triggered. That's a good sign.
Yeah, but they could just be pairing us, lower our guard down, and then have us step into a completely different trap. So now I'm assuming we have to make these face the right way. This points to the right, so...
And the other.
I don't know where this one faces, though. Well, that's probably why we can't rotate it. So then this would be left.
Try the middle back now.
Oh, we just open it.
Stay close and follow my lead.
All this was under our feet.
Hiding in plain sight.
I'm pretty sure somebody could have let y'all do this had y'all just asked.
They're keeping prisoners.
Hopefully the Dime Master is among them.
Stay back until it's clear.
I want to know if this woman who's traveling with us is also a member of the Nine Tails. She seems a little too calm for my liking. Well, I miss. I forgot how to fight. All right.
In here!
Help us, please!
I was playing Neo 2 not too long ago, so I forgot the buttons. Whoops. Has nothing to do with missing that first shot, though.
Are you the Dai Master?
Yes. How did you find us? We're looking for a shinobi wearing a Kitsune mask.
That demon threatened to burn my workshop if I didn't turn away my customers. I cooperated until he started taking prisoners.
That's when he threw you in here.
There are others deeper in. Please, help them.
The Kitsune might still be here. I'll keep going. Take them back to the house.
Be careful, Atsu.
Shinobi Steel and another kunai? Alright, alright.
Too far to jump. I see you.
Funny, this is like some of the other games I played where you'd be able to shoot out an arrow that has like a rope trailing behind it so you can use that to climb. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Clever.
Alright. That's just an arrow. Hopefully there's no ninjas waiting here to ambush me. Oh, I should have known better. I was trying to be a little too stealthy. How did you die? Somebody follow you down here? Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Really nice way to add features in the first game.
Did they try to escape? Or were they thrown down here?
Jesus. Let's go around these. Back to the old grind. Huh.
This isn't a training ground like the other hideout. Why take prisoners? What do the Ninetails want?
Is this how they find new recruits? Okay, but like, I don't want to go into the water because I'm afraid it might kill me, but hey. Can I swing from that? Oh, this is where I fell down from. Back on the beaten path, I guess. I should have probably upgraded my swords and katanas. All right, I see. Here. Oh, why did she drop down? She was supposed to jump. Oh, yeah, back up here. I keep trying to jump early to finish the climb quicker and they just won't let me. So I see I have to have a running start if I want to get past that then. Wait, no, do one of these sails have a secret passage way in them possibly by chance? I just had to double check. I just wanted to be sure. They wouldn't have had us unlock this if they didn't want us to go this way. So we went through there. If we keep going this way, I'm assuming we'll see something different. I think we've gone to the right. Let's go through here. Okay, so this still leads us back here. Yeah, that's backwards. Oh my goodness, why does this keep happening? It's like I try to stop and then she keeps going. Okay, let's get out of the way of that again. Ooh, that's on me. I'm gonna come through there again if I need to. This is the jump. I pressed A. I pressed X, I mean. That's crazy. She just didn't jump. Go back again. Can we jump here? Cool. I know we went this way and it leads us back, right? Let me try. Here we go. I want to see something if there's something down here. In passage under the water, maybe secret item. No, okay, I just need to be sure. Yeah, we've got nothing here. Cave then. Can't see. This is the way. Oop. That could have been bad. Press R1 instead of R2 there. Yeah, now we're just going backwards. Well, they have a spot for a kunai. That makes me think we're supposed to throw something somewhere. I'm near something. Trying to think if there's something I missed way back here, possibly. That's where that leads. Don't think so. Hold on. Okay, it's just an arrow. Okay. Oh my god. So if you don't press A immediately, you won't make the jump, but I guess if we just go through the cave, we'll just go around it. Or is there anything that popped up right when I was right here? Oh, I thought so. No, nothing. Alright, so what's up, Matsume-san? Hope all is well, brother. Currently trying to get through this cave and goes to Yotei to slay someone. And that's going back this way. Trying to think if there's any particular reason they're showing me this now at this particular moment.
Huh.
Oh, is it because this is where we would enter from like a certain entrance? Dispatch just dropped today. You're hyped for that? Oh yeah, I gotta ask people how they've been feeling about the game since I know a few people have been playing it. I think that'll be really enjoyable for a lot of different people. Bet. Let me know how you like it. Oh, really? Have you? Oh, so you can get fully immersed into the role. I've known a few people have been like 911 dispatchers, and oh man, the stuff they say that happened on the job is crazy. Thought maybe able to swim underneath there. All right. I have no idea what I did differently, but we're here. There's gonna be a fight on the other side of that. Gonna be a fight on the other side of that. Oh, you know what? Forgot, can't do that. I didn't realize I still had to do a katanas out. What's up, Nia? Hope you're doing well. Projectiles. Should have trusted my instincts. I didn't take the shot. Nice. Glad you made it home.
Arched back and folded ears. A scaredy fox.
I knew what the symbol meant, and I just thought I had to go a little further before I triggered anything.
Bloody foam around the mouth. And the marked with the same symbol. The Kitsune wanted to send me here. But why? To be some kind of test subject?
That's what this appears to be. They might be testing out a new poison, seeing if it gets effective. But they needed some guinea pigs. Let's go this way. Just seems like no matter where we go, we're fighting. Don't run. Thank you guys for the loot.
This one looks angry. Poison. But with what?
I'm just waiting for one of these doors to just lock behind her. And then she's stuck and they just start throwing the poison at her. Oh wait, that's the shield. That's how greedy I am in these games, man. The shield was propped up as if it looked similar to a chest and I just wanted it. Ooh.
Prepare yourself!
Oh.
Reach that weapon!
That charm saves lives, man. Forgot you have to hold triangle and then do your strike.
This one looks angry. More nine-tailed foxes. And symbols. I've seen these statues before.
Oh! I wasn't ready. You got me. Oh my god. Oh, they're sending me all the way back here? That's crazy. That's all right. So like no matter what, we were gonna have this encounter either way, huh?
This one looks angry.
I want the run back. Oh, he's lucky. This one isn't a symbol. I really want to fight the guy who comes down. Ah. I guess that's only a one and done attempt. But they both have the same marking. So then, is there something I'm missing? Do you guys have other markings or other symbols on you? Oh, do we? Wait, hold on. How many symbols are there? 1, 2. Total 4 symbols, but we only have 3 here. Maybe it's backwards, right? So we have death here. And then death goes to engage, which would be over here. And engage in a forward? And then forward into death? No. How do we do this? Let me reset them all back to normal. All right. So all the foxes that we run across, are they hints? For example, this one pointed. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any more back here? Oh, okay, so y'all are still here. You guys are still indeed here. Oh, the third one died? How did you die? Maybe that's why the other one didn't come out. I want my run back. Okay, no, they're not giving it to me. Ooh. Not the Dark Souls item gank and Ghost of Yotei. How could they play with my emotions like this? Yes, all the different foxes have different symbols. Okay. Ooh, you didn't say anything. I'm over here trying to figure out this puzzle, please. That's scary. I just heard chains rattling.
No one survived.
Trying to solve how to get into the building. I keep getting ambushed. What's up, Hybrid? Now I can actually look at these. Whoa! I was switching weapons. Jesus, man. Okay. So the Kitsune like this are pointing to the right. Ooh, Kusarigama. This is just a scythe right now because it doesn't have the chain. And that one points left. So are all of you different? You guys are. Okay. So this one I gotta find you. Okay, so you point to the right. That's to the right. We could honestly just brute force the last of this. I don't want to do that. Nice though, Hybrid. What you end up picking up? You point to the right too?
One raised paw.
Okay. That's gotta hurt her knees.
That clicking sound again. Something unlocked. A puzzle box. There's a kitsune on top, but no obvious opening. I should get back to Oyuki. Maybe she can open it.
OG PS2 along with GTA San Andreas, Jack 3, Lord of the Rings 3, and Budokai 3. Oh, just a lot of threes, huh? That's dope. Throw that for you. Comes game with a controller and memory card for free. Nice. Yeah, not kidding. That is a bit of a nice haul. Yeah, for 200, that's a steal. Especially in this economy, yeah, it's a steal. Wonder if they kidnapped Oyuki while we were gone. She in the back or something? Upping the price on a console alone by 200 next week? You probably got to. Jesus. Especially with the importing and everything. Oh, God. Oh, you know what? I think she was in there with me. Let me just throw this to get this out of my hands. I've been really having a good time with Yotei. Can't complain. It's been a very good game so far. If you love Ghost of Tsushima, you're gonna like this game. It's not a huge, giant technical leap, but it's just a refinement of what made the first game so good. And it didn't stick around long enough to have this type of serious fatigue you would get from Borderlands and other games like that. Yeah. Some people feel the story is lacking. I mean, it's another revenge story, so it's not going to be super duper complex. But it's nice. It's a very good game so far. I swear I still think she's the Kitsune.
Atsu, are you all right?
Fine.
Let's get some air.
I found...
That'd be wild to throw in a game like this.
A puzzle box. They are designed to protect treasures. My mother had one. I was obsessed with it.
Did you think she was hiding something from you?
Everyone has secrets. Mothers more than most. But no, I just wanted to know her. One day she caught me with it. But instead of scolding, my mother showed me that all it takes to reveal a person's secrets is applying the right pressure.
What was inside?
A lock of my baby hair.
You were her treasure.
That's cool.
All right. What does a Kitsune treasure?
Poison. There's a list of ingredients. And the harvesting site.
We're closing in. I want to check on the Dye Master and her family. I'll meet you there.
That's funny. I didn't even know that's something that could happen. People leave gifts for us. Almost said people leave gifts.
Offerings. They're for the Onryo.
What is all this?
Atsu. People speak of a woman who came back from the dead to hunt down the Yotei 6. They say she's an Onryo, a ghost.
And they've left her offerings?
Some folks don't want to risk getting caught in her wake. Others are grateful she's doing what they don't have the guts to do. Get even.
They don't even know why she's after them.
Trust me, you'll be seeing more of these around Ezo.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Just in case you're not real, but if you are, you're truly hunting Saito's thugs, I'd like to offer you my maps that chart many sites of Ezo. Find me near the Red Crane Inn, but I move around. Oh, it's literally him. We talked to this man. That's very nice. Oh, new gear.
Do you have items to barter, Kakema? I have a fresh batch of wares ready to barter.
Oh, it's just drip. I like this hood, but do we have anything that can go with it? Ooh.
Is that all? A good trade. All yours. Apun no paean.
Oh, I have to go all the way back if I want to actually upgrade my gear. I'll do it later. Play me a song another time, perhaps. I have a limited amount of time to work with. We gotta get through this.
Come.
Dash me.
Wait, that's her! Over there!
Looking for me?
We're looking for your head. There's a nice price on it for killing the snake.
This man had nothing to do with it. Let him go.
We decide who lives and who dies. Today, you're both out of luck. Get her!
Ooh, let me use my single sword. Ooh, perfect parry.
Lord Saito will pay well for you. You can't kill all of us. The Nine Tails are endless.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, I disarmed him. Sick nasty.
You did it! They're dead! Thank you. You didn't have to help. You could have just kept walking by.
I never pass up a chance to sharpen my skills.
You'll need them to survive out here, along with this one, for saving me. Maybe it will save you someday, Wanderer.
Oh, dang, he had a nice amount on him. At least for where we're at in the game. Ooh, that's a bear. That's a bird I could follow. Ooh, a hot spring. Oh no, it's a bamboo strike. Whoops. Can't read. Nice.
Stranger, a word. Is your sword for hire?
Depends on the job.
I'm searching for an imposter. He wears the clothes of a monk, but serves the Nine Tails.
What do you need from me?
Protection, if it comes to that. Violence isn't my way.
I want my pay in coin, not blessings.
Of course. The imposter lives in a cottage by the river. Follow me.
Oh god, okay.
Teshio Ridge is a hard place to live, especially for a pacifist.
I tread carefully.
But violence is everywhere.
Monks remain in solitude. We're detached from the troubles of the world.
Until those troubles find you. Faster, Mochizuki!
Oh.
Nine Tails!
Oh. Ow. There's so many projectiles. Oh, the wolf saved me. Very nice.
You are highly skilled.
I've had to be. Over here, boy. It's a good thing you hired me. You really do need protection.
The Nine Tails must know I've been asking questions about the imposter.
What's he up to?
People speak of a monk befriending travelers, but he's no friend.
It really is nice just being able to ride around in the game like this. And they make it bearable during cutscenes because the NPCs actually speed up when you speed up.
This is his home.
Probably long gone if he knows you're on his trail.
Then how do we find him?
Look around. People leave traces. Wicks for stone lanterns. And these look like descriptions of travelers.
You trying to figure out who to impersonate next?
Red leaves.
And rice baskets.
Rice doesn't grow in Azul. They're importing it. What for?
Red leaves point to the Crimson Forest.
Let's check for tracks. See if we can't narrow it down.
That's not my horse. Oh, we're still searching. I thought we were literally about to go somewhere else.
Fresh hoof prints. He must have left this morning.
Let's see what else we got. Anything else outside? There's the upstairs section. We should probably go up there. I doubt he had anything on the roof, even though he is a shinobi. I didn't even know she could climb on the rooftops like this. I think this game and God of War Ragnarok are two examples where you don't have to reinvent the wheel to still make a good sequel and a good game. And your game doesn't have to massively increase in cost between the first one to the next one. Like how some of the Spider-Man games have it. And other sequels as well. So like the first game will cost $50 billion, or not 50 billion, but 50 million. And the next game will be like 200 million. It's insane to me. Okay, so the rest of the clues should be outside then. Or are they gonna have me... I see over here. When we just follow the tracks.
He dismounted here. These leaves look like they came from a spruce tree.
I know where he went. I'll take us there. The Crimson Forest is full of red maples, but there's a spot where it meets with spruce trees.
With stone lanterns nearby?
Yes. The road leads straight to it.
That road's a trap. Cut through the hills. The Nine-Tails chase us, keep riding.
As you say, I'd be dead if you weren't with me.
You really won't fight back? Even when attacked?
I have no weapons, and I wouldn't know how to use them.
Maybe it's time to learn.
I could never take a life. They're behind
What if we just kept riding past them? I'm glad she thought of that too.
Getting close. There are spruce trees deep within the forest, near our traveler's road.
Take us to higher ground. I want a closer look.
I know just the spot. Follow me.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This overlook will give you a clear view of the forest.
Keep your head down. I'll take a look.
There's clearly somebody right there who appears to be up to no good.
There's your imposter. He's using rice to lure in hungry travelers.
How could he?
Nine-Tails in the grass. Space is well covered. Perfect for an ambush. I'm going to spring this trap.
Be careful of travelers.
I couldn't make that out of the shot roll enough. You know what? I have flaming arrows. There it is. I missed. They're actively trying to move out the way. That's fair. Missed way too many times. Let's try that again.
This overlook will give you a clear view of the forest.
He's not dead. Oof. Gonna take some getting used to these arrows. Where is he shooting from? Oh.
Here it comes!
All right.
Please. The Nine-Tails gave me no choice. Either cooperate or die. I fed the travelers rice. Earned their trust.
And then?
I don't know. They took the travelers away. I never saw them again.
Are you even a monk?
I was once. Now, I don't know what I am. I won't ask you to spare my life.
But I will. Killing him will only soak this land in more blood.
You can make amends by feeding travelers, but not for the Nine-Tails.
I think that's a pretty easy choice.
Thank you. I will not forget your mercy.
Nor I. Here's your coin, stranger. The world is better for your actions today.
The stories here feel a little more grounded and resolved, whereas the side stories in the older game felt like you were kind of still participating in a movie almost.
To me!
I enjoyed them, but I can understand why a lot of other people may have not have. A lot of people say the side stories in this one hit a lot harder. Wait, we can liberate a trading post? What? An area in need of liberation. It's time to make Monkey D. Luffy proud. Or die trying.
Who's there?
Don't be shy!
The Kitsune sends his regards.
There's definitely more. Oh, the rest of them didn't see me? That doesn't alert the whole camp anymore? Interesting.
See something? Someone.
No snitching. They have helmets on. I can't do that.
Outlander.
Ooh.
These butchers don't deserve to live another day.
Anyone see anything? You there? You will not return home.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going home. It's more effective. I'm getting a lot of supplies, which is nice. I'm pretty sure he sees me, but I want to know for sure if he does. Definitely. Oh, they didn't.
You'll never stop the Ninetales.
I have to time that with his I didn't let go in time. Unfortunate.
Will defy us after today. Let their bodies rot for all of them. Something there?
See him to come closer.
These butchers don't deserve to live another day.
You are nothing.
Okay. Is that everybody? I think that's everyone. At least in the immediate vicinity. Gotta be more than a few of them still around though.
Some face clean.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Oh!
Get ready!
Oh my god. Almost. Almost.
No one will defy us after today.
I swear that was his head.
These butchers don't deserve to live another day.
Dual blades is so nice. Let's do a standoff, why not?
You think you can take me? I don't believe it! The ghost!
Can't disarm me if I run. Where did he go? What? Oh my goodness. Oh, the wolf saves me again.
Close one.
Can't kill all of us. The Nine Tails are endless.
Then start talking. Where can I find more Ninetails?
There's a hideout at the northernmost point of Teshio Ridge.
Get out of here. There's the message for your Kitsune. This land doesn't belong to you.
Ooh, they're lucky they cut to a cutscene. I was about to commit all types of war crimes. Excuse me.
Some of you were born to this land. Others, like myself, were forced to make Ezo our home. A home we have built beyond the Shogun's control, where anyone can join Clan Saito and be named samurai, if they are brave enough to earn it. Clan Matsumai call themselves the Protectors of the North. But this land is ours, and we will defend our home!
What is
Good speech.
One of our camps has fallen. They say it was attacked by an Onryo.
A ghost. That woman is flesh and blood.
Of course, my lord. Only the people believe otherwise.
The people believe what they are told. When you call her Onryo, you evoke something greater than a single woman. You give her power. It has taken years to gain a foothold in Ezo. Every camp we lose gives the Matsumai ground. Bring me her head, not excuses.
Ooh. I definitely want to counter disarm other people. I tried to do it earlier. I thought I already had the skill. But then again, even if I did, my timing was off. Oh, I'm so sorry for your losses.
That broth was amazing. What you did here?
Give me the Shinobi Steel.
Thank you.
It's always funny to me how people miraculously start appearing. But then again, it's nice. It reminds me of playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and the more you started reinvigorating the different districts, the more people would turn up and the happier people would be overall. Which would then in turn help you. It can feel good to do the right thing sometimes. Alright, anyways, the Kitsune, the Kitsune, the Kitsune. I'm way away from where I need to be.
What is it?
Oh, you know what? Let's camp for a second here.
Don't see a lot of travelers here. Been on the road for a while? Maybe you should visit the hot spring nearby.
Not a bad idea.
trying to like roast this optimally.
Be careful.
I'm sorry.
Oh. I didn't even get a chance to retaliate there. I could just fast travel here and then go directly forward.
Just a little more.
Traveler, are you perchance looking for some work?
Nope, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. It's crazy because they'll put people like that next to a bunch of different materials I want to grab, and I have to keep telling myself no.
Kitsune's harvesting site is in that forest. Oyuki should be nearby.
I forgot. Do we have even a good idea on why she's helping us?
Atsu, we have a problem. The Matsumai are here.
The harvesting site for the Kitsune's poison is in there. How did the Matsumai find it?
Someone must have tipped them off. They won't let anyone near the forest.
Damn samurai. Always showing up where they're not wanted. How do we get inside? They brought the whole garrison. No point in sneaking around.
So long as we avoid Commander Fujita, your head will stay where it belongs.
Cannons. Enough to raise a fortress.
Commander Fujita won't bother with ciphers and symbols. If pushed, he will burn the entire forest.
We must find the Kitsune before the samurai can scare him away. Is that Chosuke? He must have led the Matsumai here.
The little eel was holding out on us.
Maybe we should have killed him.
There's still time.
They built a wall around the entrance.
The main gate is well guarded, and likely locked.
Let's see if there's another way. There. An opening in the fence. Just need to deal with the guard.
Leave him to me. Stay close and avoid Commander Fujita. I'll do the talking.
Don't trust me to hold my tongue?
Not for a second.
Are you saying stay close? Are you gonna lead the way, please? Oh my goodness, no.
That woman is not welcome here.
She is my bodyguard, and will be on her best behavior.
I thought you didn't want a bodyguard.
I am not adverse when there are no profits to share.
Conduct your business and be on your way.
Wait here while I deal with our friend.
Yotei 6? Nothing more than common outlaws.
Are you gonna? Okay.
This area is restricted. Lady Oyuki, what are you doing so far from the Red Crane Inn?
Commander Fujita thought the camp could use some entertainment, but my fingers are stiff from the long ride. Would you mind building me a fire?
Of course. Skilled hands such as yours should never suffer.
You are too kind.
She plays the samurai as well as her shamisen. Now, to head inside.
Guess it's just that easy.
That was quick.
I told him I dropped my hairpin. Let's hurry before he comes looking for me.
The harvesting site should be at the heart of this forest.
That's where we'll find the Kitsune and his toxin. 3 nine-tailed foxes sitting under a tree. Sounds like a fable.
Or a bad joke. Looks like some sort of pedestal. We're at the right place. Just need to find a way inside.
Another puzzle?
Again, I'm so happy we did this already.
Let's look around.
So we can go through the other ones and not have to deal with puzzles. Don't get me wrong, I like puzzles. I just don't like, what's the word for it? Having to give up the amount of time. Well, I don't like them on a limited amount of time, I should say. I was to say, are you not gonna light the fire? I'm pressing R2, please. I'm assuming we have to light certain ones. Oh, these are already lit. 2 of these and then 1 of these. Maybe it's 3 of each. Nope. Ah, yeah, okay. All right. Is there another one that's not in the ground that I potentially missed? Oh, this isn't one of them. And the sickles are on the left. Oh, you don't have your hand up.
Atsu, something changed on the pedestal. Take a look.
You're right. There's an indentation here now.
The shape and size looks familiar. Try the Kitsune's puzzle box.
It fits.
The way forward is open.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta go grab this food.
Alarm. Alarm. Tsunami integrity has been breached. Scanning for virus. Viral entity identified. Joker. Viral removal program initiated.
What happens when a game becomes real and none of the rules apply? For a young sorcerer named Tsukasa, the virtual world of the game has become his reality.
Where am I?
Inside, Tsukasa can fight, make friends, feel pain.
Tsukasa.
The only thing he can't do is log out. Enter the world of God Hack Sign, premiering Saturday, February 1st at 3.
Let me go!
Take the game, not the player.
Why me?
Only Toonami.
This place is a town of forgetfulness.
40 years ago, everything we knew was destroyed. The face of the planet changed forever.
There isn't anyone who really knows exactly what did happen.
The survivors left without memories. In the aftermath, a new society is formed.
I perform a much-needed job here in the city of amnesia.
In Paradigm City, the rich close themselves into giant domes, while the poor must live without protection. But one man stands for something more, and he does it in serious style.
As a professional, I just try to do my best.
His name is Roger Smith, the negotiator.
Try this. Goes against my principles, but I don't have a choice.
His allies, an android, a butler,
Leave this up to me.
and Big O.
It's showtime!
When they start a job, they always see it through.
Rest in peace! Bye-bye!
Enemies of Paradigm City, beware. There's a new robot on the block.
You're not going anywhere! You crazy little fool! You're gonna get yourself killed!
Time to finish this! Big O, starting Monday, April 2nd at 5:30. Good guys still wear black. Only Toonami.
Hey there, it's your old pal Tom. Got some big news, but let's get the big guy to help me out.
Get ready.
Playtime is over, little girl.
Starting March 17th, Toonami's got the new deal.
Let's do it.
New Tom, new Absolution, new shows.
Okay, we can continue.
We're getting pretty good at this.
Better than the samurai. The Kitsune has gone through a lot of trouble to hide this place.
Makes you wonder what else he's hidden away in Tishio Ridge.
I knew it. Instead of dodging, she put the thing down. Prepares. She's throwing bombs. Please. No, he lit a bomb before he... Oh, my eyes.
I hate when they do that.
We should be prepared for more guards.
And other surprises.
More fox soldiers.
They rotate. I saw something similar in the hideout under the dye house.
I'm sorry to have missed that.
Me too. Would have saved me the trouble of running around.
Is there anything else back here? Do we even need to rotate those? Of course we do. All right. Okay, so you're pointing forward. You mean that? So then we have to find some other ones. And which way are you going? So you need to be to the left. We could probably just brute force it now. Oh, you know what? Or we cannot, because you need to be to the right. Now we can turn you.
That did it.
These puzzles are slowing us down.
We're still ahead of the Matsumai. There's time. Wait. Traps. Like at the entrance.
Yeah, that means death.
Step. Follow me.
Where did you learn to be so nimble?
A musician must be graceful.
With your fingers, not your feet.
The two are not so different when following a rhythm. It's about timing and pressure. Like swordplay, I imagine.
That requires your fingers and your feet.
Gonna mess around and be just like the... Like it's gonna be the Kitsune's wife or something. I just don't trust this person. They have good explanations for everything, which is even more concerning.
Yeah. We should be clear. What will you do after we deal with the Kitsune?
Move on. Why? You want to come with me?
My Shama-san does miss the road.
But...
I've grown used to taking regular baths.
Are you saying I smell?
I'm saying I don't want to smell.
What will you do after we kill the Kitsune? Return south?
Maybe. Do you want to come with me? We'll make music and trouble wherever we go.
I will never again leave Ezel.
Nothing is for certain, Atsu.
I didn't think she was gonna say that. Alright, what are we doing? I thought those were flowers on the ground. I was gonna grab them.
Give me a hand with this.
What?
You're stronger than you look.
Especially for someone who sits around and plays music all day.
I sense heartbreaking betrayal.
Atsu! Ninetail! I see them!
Are they attacking her as well? Oof! That's on me. I wonder. No, we don't have any bombs or anything. What if I just... I see the person's weapon sticking out. That's kind of crazy.
I see them!
Ah, too early. I keep thinking everybody's attacking with the same cadence. They're all attacking in a slightly different rhythm.
Atsu! Ninetail!
I see them!
Like that. Or that.
Lord Psycho will pay you well for
Stay close. There could be more.
Atsu! Ninetails!
I see them!
Prowler, you don't belong here! This is going to hurt!
I didn't see that. I can't even see him swing. I have to keep everybody in view. Okay. I have to keep everybody in view.
Atsu! Ninetails!
I see them!
I owe the snake my life! You will die for what you...
We hit each other? That's crazy. I didn't think that could happen. Oh my goodness. So these are some GameStop trades we're getting. So it looks like if I hit them and they hit me,
Atsu! Ninetails!
I see them!
I'm the one who's taking the brunt of the damage there.
Prowler, you don't belong here!
Stay close. There could be more.
Oh my god. Oh, they sent us all the way back here.
Atsu! Ninetails!
I see them!
I owe the snake my life! You will die for what
Stay close. There could be more.
Okay.
You all right?
Fine. In a strange way. It's comforting. We must be getting close. More traps.
I'll lead this time. You're not...
I'll lead this time?
Step. Was that cannon fire?
Commander Fujita must have lost his patience.
Oof.
More traps.
I'll lead this time. You're not the only one with a light step. Was that cannon fire?
Commander Fujita must have lost his patience.
Imagine the whole journey ending there.
Which way?
Up there. A door.
Oh, you telling me we can't climb those? That's funny.
Help me open it. It won't budge. We don't have time for this.
There must be another way. Up there. The bamboo looks thinner.
I'll help you up.
Take my hand.
Are you sure you can?
Just hurry! Can you cut through this?
If you only knew how much practice I've had at chopping bamboo.
I doubt this is how the knife...
You need to reach the Kitsune before the samurai.
The harvesting site.
Now we find the Kitsune.
This is a massive operation.
What are they growing?
Wolfsbane. The Ainu use it in their hunting poisons. The recipe varies among families and is a closely guarded secret. Never written down.
Yet somehow the Kitsune has it.
He must have manipulated the Ainu into giving it to him.
Or worse. Shouldn't the wolfsbane affect the Ninetails?
The Kitsune must have taught them the art of poison. Atsu, it's him, the Kitsune. He's too far. How do we draw him close?
We don't. I'll move in while you cover me. You know how to use that bow?
To hunt rabbits, not people.
Rabbits are harder to hit. You'll be fine. What's going on?
It's Commander.
Oh no.
His men. We're out of time.
The Kitsune's getting away!
Go! I'll catch up.
Nice way to shake things up.
Out of my way!
He didn't deserve that. Oh. I didn't think he was gonna start attacking me. I didn't think he had that much free time. That's funny. You know what? I'm gonna get involved against my better judgment. Every hit is so lethal.
Samurai, out of my way!
What the?
There's loot to be had here. Oh, they're up there. Just, I like how after we get past the wave, the samurai just like, well, our job's finished. Not pushing forward to help anybody. It's like what was happening to Tony and I in Battlefield the other day. Oh, thank you, samurai. They seem really intent on killing me and not fighting the samurai right in front of them, which is so funny to me. Any extra loot to be had? Yeah. That's what I want to.
It's you. That day in the snow, you recognized my mask. And now, you chase me through fire. Why?
I don't expect you to remember me. I was a child. But my mother... You should remember her. What you did.
Curious.
Even though it's winter time, it's got to be so hot right now. Oh, he's just swinging?
You don't even know who you're fighting.
Yeesh.
Anyone can wear a mask.
Jesus, I wanted those to kill me.
Know who you're fighting.
Okay. So we gotta act like we're fighting a zoner. He just whipped all his attacks. Oh, Lord.
You don't even know who you're fighting.
Move. It's so weird because the light flashes and it comes like 2 seconds later. It's a timing issue. Thought I sidestepped that. Whoa, his animations are all over the place.
Anyone can wear a mask. Did you think I was the first Kitsune?
I think you're lying.
Ah, so it's the title handed down. We must have gotten poisoned.
Not again.
Such spirits. If only you knew the truth.
Get away from her.
Oh, is she the first Kitsune? Is it a title handed down?
Stay with me, Atsu.
The Kitsune.
He fled. I chose to save you. The Kitsune's toxin causes hallucinations. Control your breathing.
How do you know so much about this toxin?
Stay back. I'll deal with them.
Anyone?
So it's gotta be you.
Did you think I was the first
Look at how she's moving.
You can fight.
I'll explain everything once we're safe.
He said he wasn't the first Kitsune.
Was it a different Kitsune who kind of runs them? Is this a fake out so that we think it was her, but it really wasn't? Like it was her mother or something?
Only you knew the truth.
It's been quite some time. Did she used to run them and then leave?
It can't be.
Music is not bound to this world.
Mother.
Sing with me.
This is trippy. Because like, why is she still? Oh, there is a noose around her neck.
Let me go!
Oh, that's her mother's neck. I'm sorry.
Get away from her!
Atsu, look at me, not him.
You hung her mother?
So please!
Come on.
Atsu, go with him. No! No! Then sing with me.
I can't.
You can. You can do anything. The end of the world exists only in the mind.
Ooh, she's still singing. Oh no.
Bring her to me.
Run. Easy, Atsu. The antidote takes time. You can't move yet.
You fight like a shinobi. Carry the antidote to their poison. Your voice. How could I forget your voice? You never asked why I was after the Kitsune. Because you were there.
I tried to save you.
And my mother? What did you do for her? Nothing. You watched as he...
I am not your enemy, Atsu. Regain your strength. And meet me here. I'll prove it.
Oh man.
You're going to tell us everything we want to know about this Onyo.
Yeah, sure. Slaughter innocent people. I'm sure that'll win the people of this
Enough to move
continent over.
and find Oyuki, the Kitsune.
I think we'll actually have to stop there. Let me save the game before I forget. Okay. What do we got here? I want to say thank you guys for coming through, hanging out, spending this time with me. We'll be back playing this more than likely Friday, just because I'm trying to get through this game. It's been a lot happening. If not Friday, we'll end up playing something different, and then we'll be back Monday. I'll let you guys know the day of. That all being said, I definitely want to give a shout out to... As much as I want to play, I can't take my eyes off this game. I feel you, Jay. I feel you. It's hard to tear myself away, but I have other responsibilities, so I have to like take care of some stuff. But thank you for popping in, Morty, Hybrid, Matsume-san, Ronnie, Jay. Well, I said Jay literally. I think it's just out of habit. I do like your name and Dre's name at the same time. Trinetta, TT, like I said, Boom and Tony earlier. Anybody else who also may be in the background, I appreciate all you guys, as well as Nia. Thank you guys for coming in, popping in. Let me see who we're going to be rating. Who we've got live now. I try to always raid somebody if I can. I don't know why it's getting harder and harder to find people like, oh no, Zombie's live. We'll raid him out. We'll raid out to him. He's playing Hades 2 currently, another story game. Action RPG. I'm sure he's having a good time. So if you guys go through, show him some love. Another one of our long hair kings. Would appreciate that. That all being said, though, hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night. You're all wonderful people, and take care of yourselves, you know? So like I said, it's a holiday season. Some people deal with seasonal depression. Make sure you're checking in on your loved ones, and your loved ones are checking in on you. Do your best to make life easier in these trying times. You know, make sure you're exercising, stretching, especially if you're sitting down at a desk all day. Get moving a little bit. Exercise. If you're someone who claims they don't have the time, maybe in between watching TV shows, if you have an exercise bike or some jump rope and you don't live on the second floor, maybe do something like that while you're watching your TV shows, catching up on movies or something. Finding different ways of multitasking while also staying productive and getting things done. It could help. It could definitely help. That all being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night. You're all wonderful people, and I'll see you guys Friday. I almost said Monday. I'm so behind. Y'all take it easy.